Hello everyone and welcome to this Adobe After Effects tutorial. In this video, I just wanted to quickly show you how can you preview your media that you have made inside After Effects. Now, firstly friends, there are two ways of previewing, okay? First, there is the normal method in which you just hit the spacebar key and you get your animation, okay? And the other one is what we call the RAM preview. Now, most of the times you will be RAM previewing things, okay? Hardly there are times when you will be just doing that normal preview. So anyways, let's take a look at how that is done. So the normal preview is done by hitting the space bar, okay? And friends, if you are on the laptop and you don't have this numerical keypad by any chance, then you won't be able to do the, that's a RAM preview. You won't be able to RAM preview with the keyboard shortcut. So the keyboard shortcut for the RAM preview is the 0 key on the numerical keypad. So if you have an external keyboard, a USB keyboard through something, and you can just get that external keyboard, it'll be much better if you're using a laptop. But in my case, I'm using a computer. I've got a very heavy machine, so I'm gonna hit the 0 key. And you'll see it takes a little time, but what it does is it actually previews the whole thing, and then it shows me the full animation. So this is really preferred by most of the users, okay? And the good thing about this RAM preview is it plays your audio file. In a normal preview, you would see that there is no audio. There is just a simple animation, okay? There is no audio done. So so therefore we prefer the RAM preview. Now there are some things that I would like to talk about previewing things inside Adobe After Effects. Firstly, the other way of previewing things is right over here. Let's call this one preview panel. If you were to actually scratch this down, you would see that you get some more options. Now these more options is something that I don't really deal with, so I just kind of keep them hidden. Okay, these are the main options that you have. The last button over here is the RAM preview. As soon as you do that, then the whole comp will be rendered in your resolution. And if you just click this play icon, then it's just going to do the play, pause, or the normal preview. This is the normal preview, and this is the button used for RAM preview. Like I said, the keyboard shortcut is the letter 0 on the numerical keypad. Okay, one more thing. When it comes to previewing, the previewing straight out deals with this option right over here. It deals with the resolution that you have set. Now, for example, this comp that I was working on is full HD. Okay, this was a template that I was making. Okay, so this is full HD, but if I want, I can actually preview it at a little less than full HD. This is because full HD takes a lot of time to render. Okay, and I don't have that much time. So what we can do is we can actually reduce it down to half. You can even bring it down, the quality down to third. You can see that I can actually see some pixelations happening now. Or you can actually even take it one step lower and take it down to a quarter. And now you can see that the pixelations are even more, meaning that the quality of this preview has been degraded, and therefore it will render a lot faster now. Now as soon as you hit the spacebar, you can see that it just takes very less time to render as it did in that half preview case. Here now you can see that the pixelations have disappeared, almost disappeared. And friends, this option now deals with this option right here. So this all all the parts inside After Effects are kind of interrelated. Okay, the preview panel right here deals with the resolution. Okay, the resolution deals with the magnification. Right now you can see that my magnification has been set to 50%. Therefore at half I'm not seeing any pixelation, but as soon as I increase it all the way to 100%, you can see that I can actually see some very little pixelation. You can see this here in B. So when you are working on a very huge comp, or when you have like two monitors side by side and you're working on something like that, on that kind of setting, you would really want to keep this at 100%, because this is the file size that your audience will be seeing. So you can see this is the full file size that my audience will be seeing at a full HD comp. But right now I don't have that much space in my on my computer screen, so I just keep it down to 50 and I reduce the resolution down to a half. So when you are at 100%, you better keep the resolution at a full percent. So you can see that you don't get any kind of pixelation. And if you reduce it down to quarter, you can see you get a lot of pixelations. So similarly, if you are working with quarter, okay, then just reduce this magnification up to a 25%. Then you won't see any kind of pixelation. So it is kind of like interrelated. What I most of the times do is I reduce it down to 25%, or actually I work with 50%, but I keep this this setting over here down to quarter. So what happens is I get my previews very fast. Okay, I just adjust with the pixelation. I don't mind seeing the pixelation for a little time. Once my project has been completed, I just change it all the way to 50 and just do a RAM preview to see how everything looks in full clarity. So that is good. One last thing that I would like to talk about is this media cache. Now, media cache is something that we YouTubers don't really talk about, and therefore a lot of people don't really know about this thing inside After Effects. What this is this green line over here. This is meaning that, like, say if you were to have this green line, it means that the full comp has been rendered. And if I was to hit the space bar, or if I was to hit the 0 key, I would be playing my animation in real time. Real time is something which means that that this is the way your final result will look. That is, I think, the simplest explanation of real time. For example, if I was to reduce or if I was to change this resolution, say down to a quarter, you can see that my green line just kind of disappears right over here. This is because all this much part has been rendered out, but I didn't render this much part. So you can see right now, you can see it's taking a little bit time to render. It's going slowly. That means it is not playing in real time. Actually, let me just change it up to a full. Now you can see that all this much part has not been rendered by me. And if I was to, you can see just when I'm scrubbing my CTI, you can see it takes a little time to load up. That is actually showing me that all this much part has not been rendered. So it will take me, or it will take After Effects a little bit of time to render. So you can see right now it's not playing in real time. It's going very, very slow. Every pixel or every frame is being rendered out right now. And now if I was to play this much part, you can see it plays in real time. Very, very smooth and very, very good. This is what the media cache is all about. So the green line indicates that your part, or some part of the timeline or the composition has been rendered out, okay, and you can play that in real time. Whereas the part which doesn't have this green line means that that much part has not been rendered out. Now, one question really comes in mind is, what is this blue line? Take a look at this. I don't know, this is kind of hard to show. Okay, right now I'm not getting this example right now, but what the blue line really does is, like, it is very similar to the green line. Okay, just the place where you see the green line, there will appear some blue plots, and that is your pre-rendered media cache, meaning After Effects actually remembers you had rendered that much part out previously, like say an hour or two ago, or when you had closed After Effects previously, and now you're coming back onto it. Okay, After Effects actually remembers that you had rendered that much part out in quarter or in half resolution, and therefore it just saves that much part for you. The rendering basically gets a lot easier for you, okay, if you have that blue line. But if you don't, then you just have to wait some time, okay, keep it on this RAM preview, okay, the whole thing will get rendered, or actually get rendered in, like, in a different way. It will get loaded up for you, and then when you do the normal preview, you can see everything takes place in real time. So that was my explanation for previewing inside After Effects. Please subscribe to my channel and like my YouTube video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will make sure I reply. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care, friends.